Hello children, good morning. I hope you're doing good at home. Hope you're writing the given worksheets neatly in your English classwork. Well, before we continue today's session, we will quickly recap what has been taught in a previous session.
Children, in today's class, let us recap what has been taught in a previous class. We learnt about subject, predicate and object. Children, what is a subject? A subject is nothing but the one who does the action. Children, what is an object? An object is nothing but a person or thing that receives the action of the subject. Children, what is a predicate? A simple predicate is nothing but an action word. A predicate tells us about the subject or what the subject is doing. Predicate contains the action word or the verb. Children, look at the sentence here. The dog chased the cat. Children, who chased the cat? Yes, it's the dog. So the dog is the subject here. Children, what is the verb here? The word chased is a verb here. So it is the predicate. And whom did the dog chase, children? Yes, the dog chased the cat. So the cat is the object here. Children, how do you find out the object? Yes, by asking the question of what or whom. Here it answers the question of whom. Whom did the dog chase? The dog chased the cat. So the cat is an object. Children, now let us look at another sentence. Harry bought a pen. Children, now try to identify a verb in this sentence. Can you identify? Yes, the word bought is a verb here, so it is a predicate. Always you must first try to identify the verb. Alright, children? Yes. Now, who bought a pen, children? Yes, Harry bought a pen. So, the word Harry is the subject here. We are talking about Harry who has bought a pen. So, Harry is the subject. Children, it is a noun. It is a proper noun, isn't it? Yes. Children, what did Harry buy, children? What did Harry buy? Yes, he bought a pen. So, a pen is an object here. Alright, children? Harry bought a pen. Harry is the subject. Bought is a predicate and a pen is an object here. Children, look at this sentence. The elephant obeyed the trainer. Children, can you identify subject, predicate and object? I'm sure you can do it. Children, can you identify what the highlighted word is? Children, the highlighted word trainer answers the question of whom. Now let's pose the question. Children, whom did the elephant obey?
The trainer.
Yes, the elephant obeyed the trainer. Children, the highlighted word is an object. You can find an object in a sentence by asking the question of what or whom. Here it answers the question of whom. Whom did the elephant obey? Yes, it's the trainer. So the trainer is an object. Children, the object answers the question of what or whom. The answer which you get is the object. Children, look at this sentence. Nikki plays football. Children, look at the highlighted word. The highlighted word is a noun. It's a proper noun. Now let's try to identify subject. What is the subject here? Well, it's Nikki. Who plays football, children? Yes, Nikki plays football. So Nikki is the subject here. Well, what is a verb here? The word plays is a verb. It is an action word. So it is a predicate. And how about object? The word football is an object. What is an object, children? It is the one who receives the action here. The word football is an object here. Children, look at this sentence. Radha feeds the baby. Who feeds the baby, children? Well, it's Radha. Radha is a noun here, so it is a subject. Who feeds the baby? Radha. What is a verb here, children? The word feeds is a verb which is a predicate. And what is an object here? The baby. What is an object, children? Object is the one who receives the action. Who is receiving the action here? Well, it's the baby. So the word baby is an object here. She cooked the food. Children, who cooked the food? Well, it is she. She is a pronoun. Children, subject can be a pronoun or a noun. So, she is a subject here. She cooked the food. Children, what is the verb here? Well, the word cooked is a verb here and it is in past tense, isn't it? So, it is a verb and it is a predicate. Children, what is the object here? Who cooked the food? She cooked the food. What did she cook? She cooked the food, isn't it? Yes, it answers the question of what. What did she cook, children? She cooked the food. So, food is an object here. Rohan kicked the ball. Who kicked the ball, children? It is Rohan. So, Rohan is the subject here. What is a verb here, children? Kicked is a verb which is a predicate here, isn't it? What is an object here? Yes, it is the ball is an object here. We won the match. Children, who won the match? We won the match. We is a subject here. We is a pronoun, isn't it? Yes, subject can be a noun or a pronoun. Children, what is a verb in this sentence? Can you identify? Yes, it's the word won. Won is the past tense of win. Children, won is a verb here, isn't it? So, it is a predicate. Well, what is object here? Yes, the match is an object here. We won the match. We is the subject. Won is a verb which is predicate and the match is an object here. Children, let's learn something interesting today. Apostrophe. Children, what is an apostrophe? An apostrophe is a punctuation mark used in English writing. Children, notice the apostrophe here. It's a punctuation mark. Children, look at the sentences here. It's a sunny day. We are driving in my uncle's car. Children, in the first sentence, apostrophe is used to shorten the words it and is to form its. In the second sentence, the apostrophe is used after the word uncle to show ownership or possession. There is another meaning for the word apostrophe apart from the punctuation mark. Well, let me tell you. In the poem The Tease, the speaker talks to the wind as if it is a person. Isn't it, children? Well, in poetry, when the poet or the speaker imagines and talks to someone who is not really present or a thing or an idea which is an abstract, it is called an apostrophe. Alright, children? Here is the nursery rhyme Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, which is an apostrophe. Children, in this rhyme, the child speaks to the star as if it is a person. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. The child speaks to the star in this rhyme, isn't it, children? You very well know this. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Here is another example of an apostrophe where the speaker talks to an ocean. Roll on, though deep and dark blue ocean, roll. Here the speaker talks to an ocean. Here is another example of an apostrophe. O Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Here the poet talks to Christmas tree and says, how lovely are your branches. The poet speaks to the Christmas tree as if it is a person. He speaks to the Christmas tree. Children, let's do some editing now. Children, what is editing? Well, the term editing means correcting or modifying a written text. When you edit a text, you look for errors such as incorrect grammar, punctuation, etc. and correct them. Well, let's do some editing part today. Let's edit some sentences now. We is happy. Children, is this a correct sentence? No, it's not. It's an incorrect sentence. What is the correct sentence? We are happy. We are happy is the correct sentence. I wake up on 6 a.m. Is this correct? It's an incorrect sentence. The correct sentence is I wake up at 6 a.m. I likes to play tennis is an incorrect sentence. What is the correct sentence? I like to play tennis. We was baking a cake is an incorrect sentence. The correct sentence is we were baking a cake. Cotton dresses are comfortable in summer. Children, is this a correct sentence? It has some errors in it. Can you identify? Well, it has spelling errors. The spelling of cotton is C-O-T-T-O-N, cotton. What is the spelling of summer? S-U-M-M-E-R, summer. Well, the correct sentence is cotton dresses are comfortable in summer. That is the second one. Let's learn about arranging the words in alphabetical order. And why do we have to do this? Well, it is useful for us and helps us to look for the meanings of the words in a dictionary. A dictionary is a book that has the meanings of words. In a dictionary, the words are listed in alphabetical order. Children, here are some words and let's arrange them in alphabetical order. Children, there are 26 letters in English alphabet, isn't it? So, let's arrange these words in alphabetical order. What is the first thing we should do? The first thing we do is we should look for the word which has the letter A, which starts with A. Well, apple is a word which starts with the letter A. Well, what do we do next? Next, we look for the word which starts with B. So, here we have bus. Then what is the next thing we do? We should look for the word which starts with C, because after B comes C. A, B, C. So, we write the word cat. What comes after C? Yes, it's the letter D. So, we should look for the word which starts with D. So, here we have the word deer. Then what comes after D? Yes, it's E. So, we write the word egg. Then what comes after E? Yes, it is F. So, we look for the word which has the starting letter F. So, here we have the word frog. Apple, bus, cat, deer, egg and frog. Here are some more words and let's arrange them in correct alphabetical order. The first word is blue. After A comes B. There is no word with the letter A here. So, we look for the word B. B for blue here. Then after B comes C. There is no word with the letter C. So, we look for the other letter. Well, here we go. We have blue, green, orange, pink, white and yellow. Children, here are some more words. Let's arrange them in alphabetical order. Cow, fish, king, dog and turtle. And how do we arrange them in alphabetical order? We should look for the words which starts with A first. Because there is no word starting with A, we look for the word which starts with B. What comes after A? B. Is there any word starting with B? No, there is no word starting with B. So, we look for the word which starts with C. We have a word cow. Then what comes after C? D. Is there any word? Yes, we have dog. Then what comes after dog? A, B, C, D, E. Is there any word? No, there is no word starting with E. So we look for the next word which starts with F. Well, we have fish. Then next comes king and then turtle. Children, look at the words here. We have different words here, but all the first letters are same here. They begin with the same letter M. Morning, man, mud, mild and meat. Now, how do we arrange them in alphabetical order? Well, in such cases, to arrange them in an alphabetical order, if the first letter of the words are same, we look at the second letter. What do we do, children? We look at the second letter of the words. If the words begin with the same letter, then we look at the second letter of the word and arrange them accordingly. Children, in the second line you can see man, meat, mild, morning and mud. Notice all the second letters which are used. They are arranged in alphabetical order. When first letters are same, then we look at the second letters and arrange them in an alphabetical order. Children, do the given worksheet neatly in your English classwork. Thank you.